In the heart of Zawani, a land rich with gold and oil, there was once hope. Bwana Juma, the man who promised prosperity, sat on the golden throne of leadership. But power has a way of turning saviors into monsters. And soon, the land of plenty became a land of fear. The people of Zawani suffered as Juma and his ministers grew fat on stolen wealth. His palaces gleamed with gold, his vaults overflowed, while the streets of the people were filled with hunger and despair. To speak against him was a crime. To rebel was a death sentence. But every storm begins with a single drop of rain, and that drop was near. A fearless journalist, the daughter of a man who once stood against the dictator, she would not be silenced. With every story she told, every truth she exposed, people of Zawani began to see. Juma was not their savior. He was their captor. As the voices of the people grew louder, so did Juma's rage. He unleashed his most brutal enforcer, General Obiero, to crush the rebellion. Protesters were beaten, journalists were silenced, and yet, the fire of resistance could not be extinguished. But even the mightiest walls crumbled from within. The men who once praised Juma's name now whispered of his downfall. Greedy ministers, hungry for power, saw their opportunity. And the very army he commanded began to turn against him. When the people of Zawani finally stood as one, not even the golden throne could protect the tyrant. The same soldiers who once enforced his rule now led him through the streets. And as the sun rose over Zawani, the people cheered, not for blood, not for revenge, but for the dawn of a new era. And so, the story of Bwana Juma became a lesson in history. A lesson that no ruler, no matter how powerful, can silence the voice of the people forever. For in the heart of every oppressed soul lies the fire of freedom waiting to rise.